I'm Sarah Pregani with KENS 5 News Now. A construction worker has died after an accident on a job site in Schertz. Police say the victim was at a site on Tejas Way, not far from I-35, when he was killed. At last check, Schertz police were still notifying the man's family. We do know he's a 40-year-old worker for Yantis Construction, a company based out of San Antonio. Police did not say what exactly happened to him, but are calling this an unfortunate accident. Kids are expected to be back in school today at 2 SAIC campuses after they had to cancel classes because the AC was not working. Parents at Bonham Academy and Mark Twain Dual Language Academy were notified of the closures. This is the second time this year aging HVAC systems caused problems at SAIC schools. A parent of a Bonham student told us the cooling issue on campus has been going on for days.
And then we were actually dealing with the issue last week as well. Even prior to the closure, where we were picking up students early because of discomfort levels.
SAISD recently published a report detailing what they said was a lack of proper funding to maintain heating and cooling systems. The superintendent reaffirmed his commitment to addressing challenges with the district's HVAC systems. Primary runoff election results from last night could mean big changes for Texas, even the country, despite low voter turnout in Bexar County on Tuesday. One of the big Republican races, U.S. House District 23, incumbent Congressman Tony Gonzalez declared victory in a tight race for a third term. He got 51% of the vote over his challenger, Brandon Herrera. Gonzalez will now face Democrat Santos Limon in November. And with fresh legal drama, U.S. Representative Henry Cuellar will soon have a Republican opponent. Jay Furman beat Lazaro Garza with 65% of the vote. Furman is a retired U.S. Navy veteran who has made border security a top campaign issue. If Furman can turn District 28 red this fall, it will be an historic accomplishment. The Democrat incumbent Cuellar is facing criminal bribery charges, accused of accepting hundreds of thousands of dollars from two foreign entities. Two of Cuellar's political consultants have already pleaded guilty to conspiring with the congressman. For election results, check out KENS5.com or download the KENS 5 app. A man accused in a dog attack last September is now one step closer to trial. You might remember this on North Colorado Street. That attack was caught on camera. You could see the dog lunge at 53-year-old Raymond Zamora as he bends over. The dog then drags him to the ground. Zamora had to have several surgeries as a result. The dog's owner, Marcus Davila, is accused of allowing his dog to attack Zamora. A grand jury indicted Davila on multiple felony charges. He faces up to 30 years in prison if convicted. Also, officers are now looking for a driver wanted in a drive-by shooting that left a young woman shot. Police say the woman in her 20s was on the front porch with friends and family at a home on Calle Valencia around 2:30 this morning. Police say a car drove up and someone fired several shots, hitting the woman in the leg. She was taken to the hospital but is expected to recover. Police have not yet given us a good description of the car they're now looking for. And new details on an East Side shooting that had the boyfriends of two sisters shooting at each other, leaving both men hurt. This happened Monday afternoon. However, now San Antonio police say one of those men will face charges. Police say 17-year-old Roberto Rena Jr. was the aggressor. They've charged Rena with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. He is still in the hospital now with a gunshot wound. But once released from the hospital, Rena will be taken to the Bexar County Jail. His bond is set at $100,000. A big purchase is in the works, a $4.4 billion deal to be exact. T-Mobile announcing it will purchase most of U.S. Cellular's operations and some of its spectrum assets. The deal is expected to be complete by the middle of next year. Both companies saying U.S. Cellular customers will be able to keep their current plans or switch to a T-Mobile plan. Lee Villarreal with the award-winning Tejano band Los Desperados is opening up about issues with his vocal cords. Villarreal says he's been battling the problem behind the microphone for years. Recently, the singer had surgery. He did his first sit-down interview with our own KENS 5's Henry Ramos.
16 years ago, I was having a lot of issues singing. I was able to sing harmonies to cover up the imperfections of my vocal cords. Thank God for my brother Mike, because he stepped up. It's a relief. Like you said, I got it out, right? The other thing, I have a lot of support. I noticed I have a lot of support. Also, a lot of prayers.
Villarreal says he went through several surgeries and says he's truly never recovered. Today he goes back to the doctor to find out when he'll be able to hit the stage again. You can watch the full interview now on KENS5.com. As for today's forecast, Paul Mirales is here.
All right, it'll be a hot day today, Sarah. High 93, but the heat index around 101 this afternoon, and also this evening, a 20% chance of seeing some thunder.
That's KENS 5 News Now. I'm Sarah Forgani.